Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. Anyways, man, you're probably wondering why I have this imagery on the camera. Mostly it's because it's eye candy for those who like to watch my channel. And then plus, I told you with Zai's Vision, I plan on going in a lot of different ways. Not so much about, necessarily about all the negative, you know what I mean? But it also will be, me giving my opinion on certain things. And like in this situation, this female right here, Lana Rhoads. Lana Rhoads, as you can see, off the back, beautiful. You know what I mean? Outstanding body. And I really, it's crazy. Like I had heard her name, but never really could put a face to it because it been a while since I really, partaked in the whole watching of porn. And mostly because when I was younger, I was kind of addicted to it. You know what I mean? And it caused me to get into things that, I didn't need to get into at that age. But you know what I'm saying? So it desensitized me to a lot of things and my outlook on the whole sex thing and what should be possible and what's actually not possible. And so don't get me wrong, everything is possible sexually. You know what I mean? In some situations it should not be, but everything's possible. But when you turn around and you look at these females perform certain duties, you think that every relationship should be the same. And I'm one of those that, like, to be honest, like, as I grew up, like, and got into more things and partaked in certain situations, it's like, you felt like this was the norm. Like, so when females didn't perform like these porn stars, you were kind of like, some people were able to differentiate it. But, being somebody that took part in a lot of different things. And to be honest, a lot of especially the homie, come on. You already know how the parties used to go down when you were younger. Motherfuckers like 9, 10, and 11, you know what I mean? When you first from the bottom and you be in these parties with these chicks that are, you're all of age. Some of them are older than you. And it's like, the little whisper, the one homie got the plug, hey, what's up, man, that my homeboy hit. And then before you know it, it's like 10 or 12 of you fools have ran through the chick. You know what I mean? And it was like, it didn't take that much convincing. And that's what you call trains back in the day. So when I start, like, really getting into porn, it was one of the things like, okay, well, I've did the whole running trains on chicks. I've did the whole tag teaming. You know what I mean? I've did all that. So porn was nothing. But then when you see into some of the extremes, porn stars will go to, and in order to get that perfect shot, it's like, you know what I mean? That kind of, I won't say it ruined things, but it's just like when you get with an average chick that's unable to perform these same, things, it's like, you know what I mean? And like I said, like, I don't want to get too far into this. I just, I had to do my research and go check out, because like I said, I had never seen a video by her. I hadn't really got into that since being incarcerated when they first, you had a little cell and whatever, had your little cell. But anyways, so I chose to do my research on the videos, and she's a professional well, she was a professional. That's the whole reason I wanted to talk about it, because not only like the whole porn addiction thing, but the simple fact that the transition, like, she's one of the few outside of Mia Khalifa or whatever her name is, that you can't really say her name without her getting mad and wanting to get your channel stricken and all that. But she's a weirdo anyway. But so when it comes down to like this whole porn thing, like, is there really a possibility of making a transition to mainstream? And this chick, like, if you hear, she says that she's mainstream now, which I'm wondering what's the level of mainstream. Like, it, from what I hear, it's like, as long as you're no longer selling your, and doing porn, like, you're the mainstream. I thought mainstream was like, what's her name? That underage porn star back in the days that, that she did movies, but they were all like B-rated movies. She even did one that was kind of noteworthy, but that's what I consider like mainstream transition. There's no, not to bash this one, you know what I mean? It's just, I think people should put out a better message of exactly what it's going to consist of and what's the outcome of doing porn. You know what I mean? Because a lot of porn stars are drug addicts. You know what I mean? And the ones that ain't drug addicts, they heavily into alcohol. Some are, what I mean? It's just like the message should be, like I said, it's like I'm not on here to like bash them. It's just like you should give, females a different, okay, if you're gonna get into this, this what may come of it. You know what I mean? Because this a lot of these chicks are ruined. Now she, as well as Mia Khalifa, was able to, come out unscathed. I won't say unscathed, but they're able to, transition to no longer really not have to show their body as far as like and do like these videos. All I'm gonna say is kudos to you. You know what I mean? The videos were fire, but it was just research. Don't blame your boy. You know what I mean? And in the comments, man, let me know if you think that they can, if there's any redemption for these chicks. I mean, to me, it's sex is sex. But you let me know if there's any redemption. Would you date a porn star? Would you, if she was no longer partaking in it, would you date her now if she was still partaking in it? I mean, just to be honest, look at her face. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fools that would, do things to themselves just to have her. But I mean, look at her face and tell your and be honest. Would you, you know what I'm saying? Would you still see past that, or would you feel like nah? You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyways, man, so I'm back. Anyway, enough of the talk of that, the whole porno shit. You already know what time it is, man. I know half of you motherfuckers is freaks on here anyway. Remember, we friends on Facebook, so I already know some of you motherfuckers are straight perverts. No judgment. All I'm saying, man, do your fucking research and don't pass judgment on them, man. Hey, let them do what they do, man. They make money. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck around and start a OnlyFans. You gonna pay? Nah, I'm just bullshit. But anyways, man, look at the shit that I want to get into now is this whole shit with this whole transgender thing. Now, understand, man, I ain't never had nothing against anybody that felt like they were in somebody else's body. Some people say I'm in somebody else's body. They say I'm black, but a Mexican in a black body. I'm just me, to just to be honest. But it's just one of those things, and I have no qualms about the fact of what I represent. But that's besides the point. Now, ever since I did my whole thing on this transgender thing, I noticed that my DMs have been blowing up with a lot of different weirdos, and I just want to speak to a lot of you and just tell you this. Understand, man, there will never be a slight chance in Sam Hill that I will ever, the only response you're really gonna get is me telling you just, hey, no disrespect, but just get the fuck off my page. You know what I mean? You got all types of weirdos out here that's just, and I get it. You know what I mean? Anybody that speaks against your little movement, you know what I mean? And yeah, I call it a little movement. You can say what you want, but anybody that speaks against your little movement, you wanna, you wanna do expose videos. You wanna do all this weird stuff. You know what I mean? It's like somebody just told me, don't even respond, because people get to changing words around and faces around and do all types of little shit with these weird-ass gadgets that they got nowadays. And to be brutally honest, I can tell you right on here that, why? Like, what is it? Is it like your whole thing to take a straight man and turn him gay? Or is it your goal to take a straight man and make him seem as gay? That's another thing that's kind of funny. Like, I see a lot of gay dudes on the street tend to poach, or they try to poach off individuals that they know are not in the same lane as them, but they still try it, and they be like, oh, well, there was something about it. No, it's just you were one of those fools raging, and you felt like, okay, I may have a chance. Female tendencies, but you're not a female. That's all I'm saying. Anyways, man, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Now, another thing I want to talk about is this whole Northerner thing. Like I get it. I made a few videos basically, telling you fools what to do with yourself. But I just don't understand why you guys follow absolutely everything I do. Like, even videos have nothing that has anything to do with any Northerners. It's just, I put a video on TikTok, which is music, because that's a major platform that you got the potential to, have your music heard in a lot of different places. So I do that. And then basically tell people that, going a certain route is not necessarily conducive to like any type of real future. Like, it's a real hindrance to those that, that choose to go that route, as far as like gangbanging and partaking. Like, there's a lot of cats that never been there, you know what I mean, that dream about it. And I try to tell them, like, hey, look, if that's really where you want to go, that's your choice. But I'm trying to tell you that it ain't gonna be worth it in the end, because if you try to raise any type of real family, a lot of doors are closed to you because you chose to go that route. And there's some fools that never, they never go to prison. They never get in any type of trouble. They're mostly the ones that just sat in their neighborhood, get high, and for the most part kicked in the house and claimed the hood. So of course they're able to do a lot of things that I'm unable to do, because I was somebody that was actually out there gangbanging and doing what I was not trained to do, but what I was supposed to do, is to do as much damage as possible and keep one or maybe all of my homies from getting touched by anything outside of the hood, as far as like on some gang stuff. Now, I can't get on here and say what I do and say is necessarily positive. I'm not really a positive individual. I have positive outlooks, but to go from being busted for attempted murder and a slew of other violent crimes to being somebody that you expect to get on here and really speak against gangs, it's like, I find it would be not only hypocritical, but it's just not within my place, because I still have these flaws. I still see things a certain way, and I choose to, try to go a different route. But there's just a lot of things when it comes to that circle that still, I move around. You know what I mean? And like to be honest, it's just like I get it. You know what I mean? You don't like me, but it's just like the excuse of you're just here to hear me talk and clown and all that. That's some lame stuff. Like, cause I don't really like, to be honest. There's fools they name this northerner, but I don't even know who you fools are. Like, I don't, like, honestly, I could give two fucks about you fools, cause it's one of those, like, you're a dude from like way the fuck Egypt. You know what I mean? Like, you're a local hood star. You know what I mean? What does that mean to somebody from down here that we don't care about you? And it's like, I get tired of bringing you up, but I also get tired of you names coming on exactly everything I'm on. Like, TikTok, come on, dude. It was promoting music. Say the music sucks and get on. But you want to come on here and like, oh, scratch this, scratch that. That beat is a baby. So what? You ain't black, so what does it matter? You didn't make the beat. And even if you did, you take it for something that, come on, dude. Like, just to be brutally honest, a lot of fools be like, oh, yeah, you're not Mexican. Well, you ain't black. But you try to act like it. I'm here representing the culture. You trying to represent a whole race that you not and never will be. I don't care. You can sag your pen. You can do everything up under the sun. You ain't going to never be my complexion. And it's just what it is. Like, I'm not trying to be Mexican. I'm just from Mexican gang, and I represent the culture to the fullest. And yeah, when I was in prison, I handled my business accordingly, because that's what you do. If you want to represent something, you take everything that it falls upon. It's like joining a family. You get into a relationship with somebody that already had kids, you need to take on absolutely everything that they have. And if you can't, don't get involved in a relationship. That's just the way it is. So, you clowns, like, do the most. Like, it's just like, you talk about fools still gangbanging at old age, but it's not about gangbanging, just telling you exactly what you need to do with yourself, because what you say on here means absolutely nothing. Like, your logic don't fit. Like, if you supposedly hate Southerners that much, why are you here? You got one dude that looked like he's an AIDS victim. You know what I mean? A cross between a dying AIDS victim and a drag queen. No shot at you, but all shots at you, but as far as like that community, like, I don't get it. Like, that logic no longer fits. Like, okay, if you came once or twice a clown and but you're on here every video, you're in other people's you ain't even a troll, and you're supposed to be like a hardcore gangster, but you in every comment telling dudes about they self because they follow me. But here you are following me in every video. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate your views. You're lame, but I appreciate your views. And if you're a female and you're on here talking about getting north of this, I can't even take you serious. Like, I can't take you serious. Like, it's one of those, dude, I have never lost to none. Like, I'm just saying, dog. It's like, the proof is in the pudding, dog. Look it. If you're on my channel, it's because you're a Beatles writer, straight out. Like, there's no way around it. There's something about me that you're infatuated with. Like, you probably really want to be my friend, which will never happen. Like, I don't like you fools. You know what I mean? I don't go out of my way to disrespect you, but I just don't like you. Like, you fools are just not, I just don't see you like that. Like, I don't see you as opposition because you ain't busted a grape. Like, I don't see you as friends because I don't have friends. I just don't see you as nothing. Now, all I'm going to say is this. I went to the video and talked about different things, man. Plain and simple, if a hoe is a hoe, let a hoe be a hoe. If a porn star want to sell her body, that's her. I ain't got no problem with that. Do what you do, girl. You know what I mean? If you're transgender or gay, don't come in my thing because, I mean, I have nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm going to say. I have nothing for you. So please stay out of my DM. It's weird. You know what I mean? You seem desperate to, I don't know what you're trying to do. Like, more power to you. Do what you do, girl. You know what I'm saying? But stay out of my DMs. And for the northerners or whatever you call yourself, dog, you ain't busting the gray. Shut up already. Get off my channel. I don't need your views. And for the goofy trolls that I know are PCs, I'm just gonna keep blocking you because you fools are trash. Like, and for that little drag, you know what I mean, with the that seemed like she dying or something, dude. You need to get one of those things for some air because you look like you about to pass out every time you type something. Anyway, I'm your boy Zod. This video is all over the place, but that's what I do. You know what I mean? Anyways, like I said, if you off, fuck you, and I'm out.